Spartans! What is your profession?
They see the wins, but they don't see the work. They don't see the pioneer digging in the dirt, digging to the core. This that 305 hustle, baby. Let's ride. They call me pioneer, I'm digging to the core. You just want to shine, I'm the one who found the ore. I'm a one-man wrecking crew, I hold the tune. Knocking down these milestones one by noon. I'm a ultimate team player, but I lead the tech. Put the whole damn city, put the team up on my back. Yeah, I run the new stack, building on the mainframe. This that tech coach hustle, building up the brain. I don't back down, I just double up the work. When they shut the door, I find another quirk. In the system, in the market, man, I'm always on. One-man army from the dusk, come to the dawn. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army, but I move like a boss. Never backing down, I just pay the call. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army, but I move like a boss. Yeah, I run this game, I just pay the call. This ain't a rap talk, this is my real life. Built a new foundation, cutting through the strife. Got the new tech running, stacking up the data. Got the AI working heavy, I'm the new creator. I'm a boss to my team, the new recruits. Show them how to win, how to get the loot. From the live stream to the brand new platform. I'm the one they call when they in a damn storm. I'm a pioneer, man, in that digital stack. Got the new school models running in the back. I don't just chase the goals, man, I hunt them down. This a one-man conquest, hand me the crown. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army, but I move like a boss. Never backing down, I just pay the cost. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army, but I move like a boss. Yeah, I run this game, I just pay the cost. It's deeper than the money, this is for the bloodline. Gotta make them see a hustler who's gonna always shine. Make sure that the legacy is set in stone. Show them how to build a whole damn world all on their own. This that on the map mindset, on the track. Like a grandmaster planning the attack. I'm the ultimate team player cause I build a whole team. I'm the one-man army that supply the whole dream. From the new speech to the coaching plan. I'm putting my whole soul into the master plan. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army but I move like a boss. Never backing down, I just pay the cost. This that pioneer flow, digging in the deep. Maximize potential while they fast asleep. One-man army, but I move like a boss. Yeah, I run this game, I just pay the cost. One-man dynasty, with the whole team meeting. It's that pioneer flow. Maximize everything.
What's good, everybody? Let me make sure my sound is good, camera is good. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing absolutely phenomenal. It is Sunday, November 16th. Guess what that means? We are past the halfway point of November, which means December is right around the corner. December goes by really fast. Ergo, we are at the brink of 2026. Are you ready? Are you ready for 2026?
Are you ready?
If we were to look back right now on 2025, how is that going? Are you reaching the things that you said you want to do? Are you behind, or have you done more? Have you pivoted? Because that is actually, pivoting is also valid as well if you're pivoting to the right things. How is that going? Think about it. You don't have to tell me, but think about it. Think about it. All right. Well, I'm Coach Ralph. We are Engineer to Win. We are going to be jumping back into building the speech coaching app to help you be able to better communicate your thoughts, whether you're presenting, have it analyzed to see how fast you speak, how many times you use filler words, like, etc., and help you to get better at it. That is what we've been building over the past few Sundays, and I see it for the foreseeable next few Sundays as well, because we are diving into so many new technologies. Supabase running locally. We have Amazon Transcribe, Amazon S3, AWS S3 buckets. Basically, quick TLDR and how it works, or how it's supposed to work. You take the app, you record you speaking. Maybe you're reading off a teleprompter or who knows what, right? You record it, and then it's going to take that, process it, upload it to Transcribe to get all the words and stuff like that, pass it through the AI thingy to see how many times you're saying like, and help you, coach you to be better. That is the goal of the app that we're building, because so many people, they have communication issues. They don't like to be on camera. They don't like to speak. They're quiet. And I'm like, well, you have to market yourself. And the first way you market yourself is through your words, how you communicate. You can be the best at doing something, but if nobody knows that you're the best at it, then the question is, are you really the best? How many players better than Michael Jordan or LeBron James or Kobe Bryant that we never ever saw, that we never knew of? So, are they the best? Or nah? I'm going to go on the side of, if we never heard about you, no matter how great you might have been or could have been, then you're not. So the goal of the speech app is to help you better be able to communicate and market yourself. So that's what we've been building over the past few weeks, and we're going to continue on that. All right. So before we do that, quick shout out, a little bit of housekeeping. I got to say, first and foremost, shout out to all of the subscribers to the channel, those who've been subscribing, signing up, wherever you're following, whether it's on X, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Twitch, Instagram, whatever it is. I just wanted to give you a big shout out. Those who have been with me for a very, very long time, those who are here all the time, those who watch from the clouds, those who are brand new. I appreciate every last one of you. I appreciate you. Thank you for allowing me to add more and more value into your lives, especially in this tech game, this career game, all that type of stuff, because it is not easy. And we're gonna read during our break. We're gonna read articles about how the tech landscape is changing and how much more difficult it is, and how we can strategize how we can adjust now, today, and in 2026, right around the corner. All right. Next up. I got to give a big shout out to all of my tech barbarians, all of the Tech Coach Off Patreon members. We work so hard day in and day out. We had an amazing vibe coding chill session yesterday. Shout out to everyone who was able to join. I have a question for those who are there. Do you think that Rod Brown, the beloved Bishop Rod Brown, is going to play his song on his channel this coming Wednesday on his live stream? You think he's going to play it? I don't know. We shall find out. If he shows up, we'll ask him, but we don't know. Fingers crossed. But shout out to all of you guys. You guys work so hard. The ones that I coach one-on-one, the ones who joined the meetings, the one who joined the Scrum Nights, just trying to add value, show how to think, show how to maneuver, show how to build your own apps, as well as work within a team, all of that good stuff. We are the very, very best. We the best. And shout out to the Tech Mercenaries. Those are the YouTube channel members who keep this channel going, allows it to go across the world, adding value. One of the shorts that I posted based off the Candid Conversation that said that true friends support your growth. That was a short based on the longer Candid Conversation. Somebody left me a really heartfelt comment on it. It was really heartfelt, and it was so long, and I was like, dang, I'm just happy that we are, because there are so many people who are going through so many different challenges in their lives, and you never know. You never know what you might say that can help someone that you never even met before. Our words, they can help or they can hurt. I try to have my words help. And sometimes the type of help that they give, it's kind of like you have a wound and you put some alcohol on it. The alcohol is it's going to help you heal, but it will burn. And I just like to be honest and try to help and shape the focus of people's directions and these platforms, these outlets, because you never know who you're going to touch. And reading that comment, I was like, that is pretty deep. And I am rooting for that person, for their success, all of that good stuff. All right, upcoming this week's agenda. Tomorrow, so we have our live stream right now. Tomorrow we have Candid Conversations. We're going to be, I don't even know what we're going to be talking about yet. I'm going to be recording that after this, but it's going to be tomorrow at noon. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome, right? I just have to figure it out. I just have to figure it out. And then we have on Tuesday night, we're going to continue with the testing of, it was very, very frustrating this past Tuesday. Hopefully we're able to redeem ourselves this coming Tuesday. We're going to continue with the testing of the time cost calculator app before we actually start adding new features to the app. Then we have Wednesday software explorations. I'm going to be showing you in software explorations consummate overviews on Wednesday at noon how I set up my OBS, which is doing right now, to stream in widescreen mode and vertical mode at the same time. So it's two different streams so that people can pick their poison. They can watch the way that Junior's watching right now, or they can watch in vertical mode. And also, I showed you guys 2 weeks ago how I set up my audio recording. So on the stream, everything is being presented to you like right now, like this. But when I go to edit the video after, I have my sound effects. I have what's coming in from the when we're sharing like a YouTube video or something like that. I have, if we have somebody up that we're interviewing, all of those things are going on separate audio channels. That makes it so much easier to edit. So I'll give you an example. On a video that I was editing today, the audio level for the sound effects was a bit low, right? So instead of having to cut and pull it up, I just said on that one audio track, let's raise all the sound effect levels by two decibels. And it sounded so much better. And it makes my life and your life so much easier when you have to go edit. That's why for me personally, I think moving forward, I am going to stick with OBS because it is absolutely amazing. So now what I'm going to be showing you this coming Wednesday is how to stream both ways, right? And to record in vertical mode and in widescreen mode. And I even started to show you a little bit how I set up my scenes, but maybe I'll do a separate video on how I set up my scenes, and I link my scenes for when I switch to, so if I go something like this, where is it? Go like this, then on my vertical, it also switches. So I do one button and it switches for both, right? So that is this coming Wednesday. Thursday night, we're going to continue with, Thursday night, we're going to continue with live. We're going to be building the plugin for YouTube on OBS through C++. We got pretty decent, but we had a little bit issue. We're going to research that, try to get it working this coming Thursday. And then Friday, the bug bite. We're going to be talking about ESPN. They told their on-air talent to stop, halt, stop promoting this one application because you'll find out, you shall find out. So that is what we have coming up for this week. Hopefully I see you every single day, right? But that's what we do. We go out here and we deliver value. That's what I want to do. I just want to be valuable to you. That's my goal. To add more value into your life, tech news, careers, resumes, all that good stuff, building applications, seeing how I think through them, how I test them, all that good stuff. All right. That is the goal. That is what we're doing. All right. I'm gonna jump into the chat and then we're gonna get into our first segment of work for today. Okay, let me see what we got going on in the building. We have my guy Junior in the building with the what's up family. What's good, Junior? How are you doing today? Junior says, yep, sound and camera is definitely good. So the reason I asked that is because I have different setups here. So I have through OBS, I have it where trying to cut off like extra noise and stuff like that. So, but then I also have an interface here that I think I had the volume down a little bit too low on. So then when I was recording videos over the weekend, there were some words that were dropping off. It's good, right? But there were some words that were just dropping off. I was like, oh, but I'm not gonna record the whole video again. But so I turned up the volume on the interface just to make sure that there's like sound isn't too low, it's not dropping off, because just try like, oh, audio is the most important thing. Like when doing these type of videos, like if it's like a sports thing, then video is the most important, right? But when you are speaking to people and you have bad audio, like people can handle a degraded video quality. It might be a little bit blurry and stuff like that. But when the audio is bad, when you have all this background noise and it's too low, it's like, what is going on here? So I'm always tinkering with the audio to make sure that it's well, and I rely on you guys to help me with that. All right. Let me see. Junior says, now to my question, will Rod Brown play his song? Because I'm not going to play it on this channel. I'm not going to play it on it. It's his song. Is he going to play it on Wednesday? We can start a petition. Maybe I'll do a poll. We can start a petition to find out if Rod Brown will play his song on Wednesday on his channel. My hope is that he will, but we all know that Rod Brown can be a feisty one at times. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And it just says, exactly, you don't know when your words are going to help someone for the better. Yep. So I say you always try to help and encourage. Don't speak down. Don't say hurtful things. But also, though, you have to speak the truth. There are times that people, the truth can hurt. The truth can hurt. And that's, but sometimes that's the medicine that they need to turn their lives around. So it's a balance. Can you say the truth in a respectful, positive way? Maybe you just throw it with all due respect in front of it. I heard after you say with all due respect, you can say whatever you want. I learned that from Talladega Nights. Anyways, that is it. Shout out to my guy, Junior, always being the perfect teammate. Okay, so we are going to, and one more thing. Like before I started the stream, I was looking into how I can get because when I was using the other software, there was a button that I could use to hide the comments. I am going to figure out how I can use a Stream Deck to hide these comments, because right now I have to do it manually, and you guys know how I feel about doing things manually. So I'll figure that out. But for now, I have to do it manually. All right, so we're going to be jumping into today. Like I said, uploading. So we're going to be recording the audio through the app, and then the app has to upload it to S3, and then it has to analyze it with Amazon Transcribe. That's our goal. I have to see how far we got last time, and then we shall be able to. And I don't even know what the password is, but then we shall be able to see how it goes. We're going to be looking at the logs. We're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time today, because here's a question for all my builders out there, right? Whether you're in construction, whether you build applications, websites, desktop software, mobile apps, maybe you build cars. Do you enjoy the process of building and figuring things out? Do you enjoy it? Is that like, the fact that you're able to put stuff together and starting from nothing and see it coming to something. Do you enjoy that process? I relish that process. Like we're at my company, we're always building new things, and I have to figure out ways to test it. And it's always so exciting to like when you see things start to work. It's like you're trying things here, you're trying things there, and you're failing, and then you see a little sliver of life, and like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then you do a little bit more, you do a little bit more, and then you go a little bit further, and like, oh my goodness, it's all coming together. It is all coming together. I love it. I love to see the work that I do in its final state. All right. Junior says, absolutely, I love building. If you guys look at Junior's channel, one of his channels, right? Where he's working on the cars and you see like they're something isn't working. Maybe they're having trouble taking off a rotor or something like that. And then they keep trying and they keep tinkering and then it comes off and then it's like an avalanche, a waterfall, like it's like the dam broke. And now they're able to like, all right, boom, 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 get all the work done. And then another challenge arises and then they have to figure it out. They have to figure it out. That's the beauty of it. That is the beauty of building things. All right. Okay. I'm going to put up our first 20 minutes on the clock and then we're going to get to it.
It's time to do.
All right. So we are over here inside of Android Studio. I believe I have Supabase running. Supabase. Is there a Supabase status? Let me see. Help. No Supabase. Is there no Super? Oh, NPX Supabase. Help. Library not loaded. Why is the library not loaded? Let's see. Let's do this. All right, so let's do this. Let's do. Where is my? All right, so let's go over to running devices. We are going to start up a Pixel. Let's see where we left off. Let's see what we need to do again. Let me see, and also let me see if Supabase is running locally. It is running locally. And let me see if my users are still in Supabase. Let me see if my user is. Honestly, I don't even remember my username. So test that. So maybe I use test123. All right. So now let's say allow. And all right. So we're gonna go over back to here. So Supabase is running. We are going to say run the app inside of Pixel 8. We're gonna run it. Oh no. That's not what I want. I want it to run in Pixel 8. Graphics backend. What is the word? All right, let's see what's going on here. So it says, what is this? Please use read-only flag. Insufficient insufficient disk space. Hold on, give me a how can I have insufficient disk space? I have disk space. Pixel 8 info has insufficient. All right, let me copy. All right, let me see. Let's turn it off. Let's turn that off. Because I don't know if it's my disk space or if it's let's see. Let's say we kick this one off. I don't know why it thinks I have insufficient disk space. Because my computer is fine. Let's go to, oh, okay. Oh, all right, let's try that. And let me try to run it again. I don't know why it's doing that. But we could also probably do it on the Mac as well. Okay, I think it's starting up. Let's see. On the first boot up, it takes a little bit longer. Then, oh, you know, another thing I need to do. So I had deleted because my keys were exposed the other day. So I had deleted sorry, the app is started. We are already logged in, but I had to delete my AWS keys the other day. So I need to add them back. So let's go to AWS. Log in AWS. And go over to, oops. Let's go to, password. All right, so it's logging in. Get my code for that. Get my authenticator code. All right, we are in. And all right, so I need to go to security credentials. I'm just setting up new credentials so we can be able to do this. Let me go to, all right, so I'm gonna go to full screen as I put in these keys, and hopefully, hopefully it doesn't expose the keys again like it did last time. Which, I mean, to be fair, I mean, I can't be fair. It shouldn't have exposed the keys. Like, I think although you're reading it, although the Kilo was reading it, it still shouldn't be exposing the keys. That's kind of crazy. env. Where is that environment variable? All right, put that in there. And let's put that one in there. All right, so we have our keys. Let me close this file. Hopefully it doesn't read it again, but if not, if it does, I can just delete it again. All right, we're gonna go to done. All right, cool. We are done with that. All right, so now we can close this too. All right, let's go back to here, and I'm going to start the app again. And then we're going to try to record, and we're going to see if it's able to capture. We're going to see where is it failing at, because I think last time it was failing at something with the S3 portion of it, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's go to, get started. All right, so let's start a new session, and we are recording. So I'm on a live stream right now, recording this audio to try out to see if the Speak Precisely app is going to actually save the file, upload it to S3, and then pass it to Amazon Transcribe so that we can make sure that this app is working the way that we expect it to. Is it going to work? I have absolutely no idea, but let's find out. All right, so that's our recording. I am going to stop it. And we are going to, so right now it's probably locally at this path, so temp.wave. So now we're going to click on analyze. We're going to do analyze. So let's go to the logs, analyze. And it says storage exception, bucket not found, status 404. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to open up. I really want to use kilo code. Let me see. Let me go into my settings and let's check our plugins, because I really want to use because I think the one I'm using is super outdated and I really want to use the latest version of kilo code. But the problem with that is I need to go get me credentials. Oh, you know what I could do? All right, give me a second. Let me see if I can do this. Let's go to, where's my mouse? Sorry, I was losing my mouse. All right, let's go. Let me try this. Well, there's another issue that I've been having with kilo code as well. But let's see. Apply. Restart. All right, let's guess we'll restart the IDE. I don't want to restart it, but I have to, but it's okay. The reason I don't want to restart is because I am going to have to restart the emulator and relaunch the app and lose my recording. Although maybe we should add a step to, like, well, I don't know. Or maybe we should add a step to analyze a saved file and not only do it once you record. All right, let's go to, why aren't we restarting? It asked me to close. Why are we not restarting? Restart. Okay, restart. Terminate. Okay, we're restarted. Gonna bring it back up on screen in just a second. I also didn't get a chance to figure out my timer thingy. Wonder if we could build a custom. We could build a custom Stream Deck plugin to get that timer on there. I just, in my mind, I just think that I should be able to, if I put a weight, I should be able to see the time counting down on my weight. I don't know. I have all these crazy expectations, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe there's something wrong with me. I have a vision of how I see things should work. All right, so we are back. Let me see. Do we have the latest version of Kilo? Let me see. We're gonna go to settings, plugins, Kilo. Ah, we do. All right. Now I need to see if I can actually. I remember last time I was trying to have info. I was trying to see. I don't know if Kilo actually works. There goes this one. When I go to Kilo, no active web view found. Please ensure. Yeah, I don't know if all right, fine. We won't use Kilo. I will use my other one in that case. So let's go with this one. And so I have to do this over. Oh, yeah, I lost my log, so I need to do it over. So let's go ahead and start the app again. Start the app, and then I started pretty fast. So if I click on this one. right, I'm gonna do a quick recording. Start new session. Start a new session because I lost the last recording. We do need to implement a way to load prior recordings for analysis because maybe you don't analyze it as soon as you record it. You want to come back to it later, so we do need a way to save that. Let's see if this is gonna work. All right, so we're gonna do analyze to get our error. Okay, so we got our error, and I'm going to go over into here. What in the? Why is this happening? No web view found. Please ensure kilo. But this, why is this one doing that though? Okay, we shall slightly pivot. Let's go to, all right, we're gonna go to terminal. And we're gonna go to, now I will restart this in a little bit to find out what Kilo is initializing. You see that? Why are you initializing and you're not? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe. Oops. Anyways, let me go into Gemini. Library not loaded. What? No such file. What is going on here? Let me see. Let me see what's going on. How to start Gemini. I think it's just Gemini. It's just Gemini, right? npm install Gemini CLI. Yeah. All right. So maybe something wrong with my npm. npm install g at Google / Gemini CLI. Oops. Gemini CLI. All right. So something is wrong with my npm. So, and I think I saw something about that as well. No such. All right. So npm. I can't do npm. All right. So let me see. Let's go into the regular Gemini for a second. Let's do clear npm. All right, let's copy that, and we're gonna go into this Gemini. When I try to do any npm command on my Mac, I am getting this error. And it's possible that Kilo is expecting npm, and maybe that's why it's not able to start. All right, library not loaded. This typically happens when a package manager like Homebrew has updated or removed the linked library, but the application all right. The path includes, so we need to do brew link sim dj son. All right, let's try that. And then reinstall node. So I say brew link sim dj son. Okay, already linked. Next up, we're gonna do brew reinstall node. See if that works. Okay. All right, next they're gonna do npm version after that installs. Oh, it's doing, all right, it's doing Gemini 2. looks like it's trying to fix everything that it broke. I wonder when that could have happened. No broken. All right, so let's say we do npm. Actually, the npm version. npm version. Cool. We are back in business. Okay. Now the question is, I don't know why this is getting stuck. You refresh. Stuck at initializing. If we go here and oh, there's an update for Flutter. Let's update Flutter while we're here. Flutter was not installed. Another update for Flutter plugin is pending. Okay. Restart IDE. Let's go ahead. Let me see. Is there any other plugins that we wanted to update?
Lunch break. Lunch break.
Keto is updated. All right. So let's restart again. Restart. Terminate. Let me restart. See if things actually end up getting started up, and then so Flutter plugin is updated. Let's see. All right. Kilo is up and running. Perfect. Let me see if I'm able to find my key. This doesn't show it. Let me see. Let me see. Not here. Kilo. Maybe that's one. All right, cool. So let's see if I can do. We have Kilo here. Can I see? For some reason, this never works for me in the Kilo. All right, we'll keep using the other one. Maybe it's because I have both installed. Maybe that's what it is, because I have both installed. It does that. But because I've been trying to use this one. Settings. Oh, wait a second. Context, terminal, prompts, MCP servers, providers. Okay, there we go. Providers. Gemini OAuth. Okay, so if we change that to just plain old Gemini. Where's regular Gemini? Google Gemini. You must provide a Gemini API key. Okay, so if I go here and I copy this one possibly, and we say model Gemini 2.5 Pro. Cool. So that should do it. That should allow us to use Kilo. Let me unsave it. Save it. Save, done. All right, cool. All right, so when we get back, we're going to pass in, we're going to run it again. We're going to pass in the S3 error that we're getting to see why it's not being uploaded to S3 and why it's not going into well, it's not going into transcribe because it's not going to S3. So we're going to figure out why it's not going to S3 and get it to push up to S3. And we'll go from there. All right. That is where we are at for now. All right. Let me go to Let me go to. All right, so let's go to break. Let us go to, where's my OBS? All right, let's go to break. We are officially at break right now. All right, so we're gonna get to our first topic of the day. What is our first topic? Well, this is a carryover from last show, but the Google Brain co-founder, I think his name is Andrew Ng. If a last name has two initials, do you try to say it, or is it like you say the two letters, like NG? How would you say NG? Neither here nor there. Let's jump into the article to see what they're talking about. So this article is brought to us by Business Insider, and it's the Google. First of all, what is Google Brain? We have to look up what is Google Brain. But the Google Brain co-founder or Google Brain founder, Andrew Ng. How would you say? Okay, how would you pronounce Ng? There's no vowels in there, so I don't know how to say it. Says everyone should still learn to code, but not the old way. All right. So before we even jump into that, what is Google Brain? What is Google Brain? Google Brain was an artificial intelligence research team within Google focused on deep learning and making machines more intelligent. Formed in 2011, the team developed foundational research tools like TensorFlow, I've heard of that, machine learning library, and contributed AI advancements to many Google products, including Google Assistant. The Google Brain team has since been integrated into the larger Google AI research division, research and development, key innovations, TensorFlow, which was open source to allow public to use neural networks, applications. They worked on Google Assistant, organizational change. The original Google Brain team has now been absorbed into the broader Google AI research division, which continues its mission to advance AI research and development. All right, so basically the person who found AI at Google, he is going to give us some insight into why we should still learn code, but not the old way. So this, I believe, is Andrew Ng. I'm not sure how to say it, but Andrew Ng, right? Says, so the TLDR, the skinny, Andrew Ng urged everyone to learn coding using AI-assisted vibe coding tools. AI-powered coding has lowered barriers to coding, he said. He joins tech leaders like NVIDIA and Klarna CEOs in touting vibe coding tools like Cursor. So I'll tell you this. Engineers currently, from my vantage point, they are not fans of AI. But our next break is going to get into something that is very, very scary. Yes, scary. And potentially dangerous and disruptive. Yep. So it says, all right, so basically everyone should learn to vibe code. So it's not even learning to code anymore. Everyone should learn to vibe code. I personally don't like the terminology of vibe coding because the word vibe, let me see if I'm right. Define vibe. Vibe, a person's emotional state or the atmosphere of a place. I have no idea what a vibraphone is. Verb, enjoy, dance to, or feel inspired by popular music. 2, transmit or give out, a feeling or atmosphere. I don't like vibe coding because to me, vibe should be, I mean, I guess it could be a lot of moody people giving off bad vibes. Okay, I guess it could be used in a negative sense, but the word vibe generally, it's a vibe. It generally goes for something positive. And I'm not saying that vibe coding is negative, but I think that there needs to be, I think to have properly developed applications with the help of AI, you need to put a lot more thought into how you're doing it. And I think it can be integrated into your workflow, but not quote unquote a vibe. You know what I mean? Anyways, it says the bar to coding is now lower than it ever has been. Andrew said in a talk at Snowflake's Build conference on Monday. People that code, be it CEOs and marketers, recruiters, not just software engineers, will really get more done than ones that don't. That is technically true. However, it might be a walking time bomb of code and software though. So got to keep that in mind. Andrew is a Stanford professor and the founder of Google Brain. He now runs several AI-focused businesses. He added that it is a wonderful time for people to build something they're passionate about because they can be done in less time and at costs that are much lower than ever before. That is 100% true. I mean, the other day I listed all the different things that we're working on, and 2025, due to AI assisted coding, has been revolutionary. And I'll say this. If we look at what I did from January to end of May, compared to end of May to today, it is astronomically different, right? He suggested using AI-assisted coding, also called vibe coding. I hate that word. I hate that terminology. Don't code by hand. Don't do it the old way. I think you need a mix. I do think you need a mix. And here's the deal, right? This is gonna be so bad coming from me. We're not done reading yet, but as of right now, if you don't code by hand and you don't do it the old way, you're going to crash and burn, because AI makes so many mistakes, and there are so many times I have to go back and refine and make it. To me, I think it is important that you still learn it and you still understand what the code is doing, able to break it down. I think that this is going to sound bad, but the Google Brain founder is giving terrible advice so far. Angie said that computer science majors are seeing an uptick in unemployment because universities haven't updated the curricula fast enough for AI coding. That is true. And I know somebody who is actually teaching a master's program in AI at a college down here. Says, even I can't hire enough people that really know AI. People are rebelling and protesting against AI. That's why I always tell you guys need to enhance your AI skill set, because companies are particularly looking for people who are investing themselves in AI. I always tell you, you should be spending 10 to 20 hours of your personal time a week to practice working on different AI tools, generate some images, build some software, do different stuff, prompt it, get better at it, solve problems, because that is what the leaders at companies are looking for. Even if the employees are trying to not do it, well, guess what? We've seen employee replacements over and over and over again. The house always wins, right? Angie joins a list of tech executives hyping vibe coding tools and how they're making software development more accessible, even for non-tech roles. Last month, Jensen Huang, that is the CEO of NVIDIA, name-checked 3 vibe coding startups in his list of 6 companies that he says will be part of the human digital workforce revolution. Future workforces in enterprise will be a combination of humans and digital humans. Some of them will be open AI based, and some of them will be Harvey based, or open evidence, or Cursor, or Replit, or Lovable, the NVIDIA CEO said in an interview with Citadel Securities. In a September podcast, Klarna CEO Sebastian Semiatkowski, said AI coding tools like Cursor have helped him build prototypes faster as someone with a non-technical background. Rather than disturbing my poor engineers and product people with what is a half good idea and half bad ideas, now I test it myself, he said. I come say, look, I've actually made this work. This is how it works. What do you think? Could we do it this way? In June, Business Insider reported that vibe coding is no longer a nice to have skill. Job listings from Visa, Replit, DoorDash, and a host of startups showed that companies explicitly required vibe coding experience or familiarity with AI code generators like Cursor and Bolt.
Bruh.
There you have it. There you have it. So me personally, I like using, I love using AI assisted coding tools. I'm not going to call it vibe coding. I love using AI assisted coding tools, but I think you also need to use it in the right manner. I honestly, this is my preference. And based on what we're doing, like if we're starting up a new project, then I'm just gonna jump into a Kilo spec kit, have it build everything out, and then I'm start going. But if I am making updates to something existing, I like to go into like a Gemini, maybe a Claude, maybe an OpenAI, and say, this is what I'm trying to do. This is my code. And then they give me a fix for the code. And I'm reading through all the reasoning, all the definitions, making specific line changes. Because a lot of times when you just say, I have this issue, go ahead and fix it, it will absolutely destroy your application. I think because I am not on board with what the Google Brain co-founder Andrew NG said about forget learning how to code at all and just go for quote unquote vibe coding, because I've seen, number one, I've seen people have no idea what they're doing, destroy applications that engineers have taken the time to perfectly, like not perfectly, but like to get to work. It took like hours and hours and hours. And then someone comes in, they just put a prompt and it just blows everything out of the water.
Bruh.
And then I've also seen where you are trying to like get something to work and it just, the back and forth and the cost that can be associated with it as well. So for me, I like to have more control. I like to use my own. I like Kilo because I can bring my own. I can control the cost, because if I use like a Cursor, I'm using their API keys. They're giving me the limits. If I use a Lovable, they're giving me the limits, my credits limits, which I still use Lovable. I built some amazing things with Lovable, right? But I also like to use my own API keys to control the temperature, control the room, right? So that is everything. That is everything with that. Still learning. I said still learn AI. I meant better late than never to fix it. Right? Better late than never to fix it. Right. Let me fix it right now. Let me fix it right now. Let's go to. Let's go to maybe I can fix it on the. Maybe I can fix it on the. I have no idea how to do that, but still learn soft. Let's go with SE. Still learn software. Maybe I can find a way to fix it. Anyways, whatever. That is everything. That is everything. Let's go and check the chat, and then we will get back to work. So, Junior says, I call them NG2. I just sound out the letters, or else I'll be calling them ing. Why is it so small? Why is this? Oh, I know why. Let's go to. Let's get that. Apparently, I moved some things around the other day. All right, there we go. It says, I used to work with a few people named NG in the subway system. I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure, because I'm like, how do you say it? Well, we'll see if we can get some help with that. All right, but that is everything. That is everything. We're gonna jump into another segment of work.
Another one.
Let's get to it.
Let's go! Let's go!
All right, so we're here. We have our Kilo working properly. I'm pretty sure it was the node that was causing this not to work. But we do have to kick off the device again. Let's go to our Pixel 8. And we are going to start up the application. Let me see if I can get all of these to line up correctly. Say we have, I wish I could, what I wish I could do was add another something active layouts. How can I add a, I want to, in my layout, I want to have, I don't know how to do it. That's the problem. I would want to have another, like, because if I try to go to here, or if I dock it, it's going to dock in here, which I don't want it to dock in here. But I would want to, I don't know. Like, I want a new dock. See, I don't like that. I want a new section. Oh, I don't, there has to be a better way to control these. Anyway, I'm sorry. See, there goes that ADD I was telling you about. There goes that ADD I was telling you about. Okay, let's do. I'm recording this to see if it's working. I'm tired of saying the same things over and over again. Let's stop it now. All right, so now we're gonna do analyze. So we got this error. So let's copy this and we're gonna go to Kilo. And I am going to make this smaller. Make this smaller. I'm gonna pop this one out as well. And let's go to, let's see, let's go here. Let's go to, all right, I think we got everything. So let's do inside of here, and I'm gonna say debug. And after I record in audio, I am getting this error that it can't find the bucket. Is it asking for the super, or is it looking the super base bucket or the S3 bucket? Let's do send the message. Let's see if that's gonna work. Should work. All right, so so we're using the official Kilo code plugin now, and we're using our Gemini API key. I wonder if I could zoom in on this. Why are you making change? I did not. Oh no, actually I did. I said debug. It says okay. I see you're having issues with the audio recording and a bucket not found. Based on the let me just put this over here. Can we zoom in on this? Nope. Let's move this one over here. And let's see. It says based on the files you have open, this could be happening in a few places. It's likely an issue with either how the Flutter app is uploading the audio files to Supabase storage or how the Supabase Edge function is trying to access it. Here are the possible causes I've identified. Incorrect bucket name in Flutter app. The app might be configured with the wrong Supabase storage bucket. Incorrect bucket name, speech to text. After reviewing the files, I've pinpointed the source of the bucket not found error. It's a Supabase bucket issue, but rather how Supabase function is constructed, the S3 URI for Amazon Transcribe. Here's a breakdown. At that path, Flutter app correctly uploads the audio file to the recordings bucket in Supabase storage. So the Flutter app correctly uploads the audio file to the recordings bucket. All right, so let's test that theory. Let's go to here and let's say storage. I don't see no storage. I don't see no storage. I don't see any storage. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. It says this most likely cause of error is that the speech to text function is expecting just a file name but is receiving a full URL. To validate this, I'll add some logging. I've added the logging. Try record, right? So testing. Please try recording, and after you get the error, again, check the Supabase logs and paste the. All right, so file path. Is this the file path that they're asking for? So we shall say after you get the error, check the Supabase function logs. Okay, so but I don't. Let me see something. Connect. Where would I see the Supabase function logs when I access it via localhost? I don't see any buckets, and I'll just paste the URL that I'm accessing it from. Let's put it in parentheses. And we would say buckets. Let's go right there. Let's go here. All right, so since you're using locally, you can view the logs through, okay, so CLI. All right, so let's do that. Let's go to Supabase, or I guess it has to be npx Supabase function logs. We need to install the following packages, I guess. Okay. Supabase functions. Something is all right. So I will do the Supabase function logs. Just copy the whole thing in there. When I do that command, I get this. All right, let's go. Based on your output, the correct way to see the logs is to look at it in terminal when running Supabase service locally. When you run Supabase start or Supabase function serve, the logs from all Supabase services include edge functions are streamed directly to the terminal window. Please try recording again. Okay, super npx Supabase function serve. Maybe functions. Why is it downloading everything over again? I mean, I have it running locally. That's weird. That is weird. Okay, using Supabase. All right, so let's try to record again. Testing the recording, testing the recording, testing the recording. Analyze. I don't see anything happening with Supabase though. All right, let's. Oh wait, so I see this here. Push this over. Okay. I'll restart it. Stop. Run. Okay. We are going to start a new session. Testing, 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 testing. Stop. Analyze. And then we look at over here. Nothing is showing. Nothing is happening. I don't see anything happening in the logs when recording something. Okay. All right. If you're not seeing any logs, that means speech to text function isn't being invoked at all. This points to a problem earlier in the process, likely with the file upload to Supabase storage. If the upload fails, the code will never reach the point. I'll add a try catch block around the storage upload to catch and print any potential errors. This should show us if the upload is the source of the problem. I've added the error handling. Please try again. Please. All right, so let's give that a try. Let's stop this, rerun it. And rerun it. Oh, what's going on here? Okay, so we're getting another error now. Okay, let's say I'm getting this error after the changes. Okay, let's see what's going on with that. And we should be able to fix this. And once that is able to get fixed, then we should be able to. I use a syntax error with the try catch, the response. All right. Let's try it again to run it. Ooh, something's listening. All right. Okay. Maybe Supabase was never connected. I don't know. Let's go to start session. Testing the recording, testing the recording. Am I saying any filler words? Stop. Analyze. And if we look inside of our terminal, it's the same. I mean, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to see, but check your Flutter app console and paste the message here. Let's go to, I guess we'll paste the whole thingy. We only need up to, let's go up to here. This is what is in the console. Excellent. Now I have a clear message. Confirms the promise. The Supabase storage bucket. The Flutter app is trying to upload the audio file to a bucket named recordings, but the bucket doesn't exist in your local storage. You mentioned earlier that you couldn't see any buckets when you checked the local Supabase. This is the root of the problem. To fix this, you need to create a new storage bucket named recordings with your local Supabase in your browser. So I have to, all right, so I have to do it here. So let's go over to here. Let's go to storage, new bucket. We're going to call it recordings. Create. We have a bucket name recording. And then after we have the bucket name recording, we need to, you can leave the option as your defaults for now, create the bucket. Once you created, it says I created it. So please create the, all right. Now that the recording bucket exists, the file should upload and succeed. Please try recording it. All right. So I wonder if I can do it without. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Now that the bucket exists, I thought it would create the bucket for us, but it didn't. So once I created it, now we have we have this error. Sweet, we're getting there. All right, so now we're gonna say please try recording again and paste the logs. All right, so now we have this log, inch by inch, day by day. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So it says, all right, now we've made progress. The bucket not found error is now gone, and we have a new storage exception, new row level security policy, status 403. It's a good sign. Yes, it is. All right, so here's what we got to do. We got to go back over here, and inside of, we'll just go do it. We're going to go on the left side menu, and we're going to say authentication icon. And then we're going to go to the policies tab, and we are going to, in the schema, wait, so you should see a table named in the schema dropdown. Okay, schema, storage, and then you should see a table named objects. Okay, we see objects. And click on objects, okay. And then we are supposed to new policy. But do you see how you're able to learn a bunch of different stuff doing this? Where is new policy? See new table. Wait a second. It says you should see a table named objects. Click on it. Click on the new policy button. Where is the new policy button? Let's go back again. So authentication, policies, storage, objects. I don't see new policies. Where's new policies?
Lunch break, lunch break.
I only see the ability to select storage. You see a table named objects. Click on it. Click on the new policy. Maybe I'm authentication, policies, storage. I click. Yeah, I don't. Oh, it's locked. Maybe that's why. All right, so I'm gonna say here, when I am on the policies page, It says objects is locked, so I don't see how to add the new policies. Let's turn that off. You run into the common super-based setup. Object table is locked because row level security hasn't been enabled. You can't add policies until you enable it. Go back to the policy storage objects table in your local super-based studio. You should see a button to toggle to switch enable RLS. All right, so we are going to okay, so recordings or storage objects. Let's see. Storage. I don't see it there. I see it here. But that's for the table recordings. I don't see policies to, I don't see the ability to enable RLS on storage, but I do see it for the tables, recordings, watchwords, and users. And users tables. If we, I just want to get this S3 part working. Says you're right. My apologies. I've been going on the wrong path. You can't set RLS policies on storage buckets table directly through the policies editor where you do regular table storage permissions are handled differently. The easier way to handle this is to make the recordings bucket public. This will bypass. Yeah, we could do that for now. It's running locally. I think I agree with that for now. And then we'll just have to make sure that we go back and make it private later on. Let's say we add the bucket, just keep it public. Do that for now. And then later on, we will be more mindful of that. We'll try it out when we get back from break. We will try it out when we get back from break. But so far, we're making progress. Slow progress is better than no progress, right? Do you agree? Do you agree with that? Slow progress is better than no progress, right? Okay. Let's see what we got going on in the building. Let's start. We're gonna jump into our next break time topic. Which it's about Meta. Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. Meta. Employee performance is now based on AI skills.
How dare you?
Yup. Can you believe that? Can you handle that? So Meta is about to start grading workers on their AI skills.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
And this article is brought to us by Yahoo Finance. Written by Jyoti Mann. And, all right, so the TLDR, in case you just want to watch the first 30 seconds and move on with your life. Meta will assess employee performance by AI-driven impact starting in 2026.
Bruh.
You can run, but you cannot hide. AI is coming. It is coming so fast, so furious, all right? The company is shifting towards an AI native culture and incentivizing AI adoption through rewards. Meta is also rolling out an AI tool to assist employees in writing performance reviews. I hate writing. I don't mind doing a review, but I hate the whole process of answering all these questions. Just tell me how I'm doing. Meta will tie employee performance to their AI-driven impact starting next year. I've seen so many companies who are saying, as part of the performance reviews, they are adding AI to it. How are you using AI? What are all the ways that you're using AI in your job to go faster, to be better, to be more creative, to be more efficient? The social media giant is making AI-driven impact a core expectation. A core expectation. It's not a side expectation. It's a core. It's a main one. From 2026, Janelle Gale, Meta's head of people, told employees Thursday in an internal memo, which was seen by Business Insider. Meta will assess employees on how they use AI to deliver results and build tools that can move the needle in major ways when it comes to productivity. Individual AI usage and adoption metrics won't be included in the 2025 annual performance reviews, according to the memo, though workers should include their AI-fueled wins in their self-reviews. We have 1,000,001 AI wins on this channel. And for work, I have a lot of AI wins as well. Because I'm telling you, I'll give you a quick example of what I did yesterday. But if anybody asks, I did it on Friday, but it was yesterday. I mean, when you're watching it, you have no idea what day this is on anyways. You might be watching this on a Tuesday. That means I did it on Monday. Or you might be watching it on a Monday, which means I did it on a Sunday. Regardless. What I did was, we have these tests that run primarily so they can only run in one region in our sandbox environment because we don't have the sandbox environment configured for all the regions that we have our application running in. So what I did was I used AI to help me get my, I said, basically, help me run this in, write some code, give me some code that I can put in there that says only run this in this AWS region when I pass the flag that says that this is a sandbox environment. So now when the test is running against a particular step, it says, oh, this is EUS1. Oh, this is what is it called? This is AP South 1, whatever, right? And it says, let me ignore this test, but for the other test that's in US East 1, it's going to keep going. Implemented that, kicked it off, and we had results immediately showing us that things are on the up and up. So we're getting there. We are getting there. All right. But that's just a small subset of it. How to refactor how to add more features. I searched for something the other day. I'm like, oh, we have this file that generates this information, but we don't have an easy way to see it. How can we build something where once this file is updated, it regenerates a README documentation that gives us all of the latest information, so it always stays so fresh and so clean. So many ways to use AI to enhance your workflow, but resistance is futile, right? A Meta spokesperson referenced an earlier statement made to Business Insider on AI adoption. It's well known that this is a priority, and we're focused on using AI to help employees with their day-to-day work, a Meta spokesperson told Business Insider. It says, the move marks a broader shift within corporate America towards an AI native culture. Big tech firms, including Microsoft, Google, and Amazon, are pushing employees to do more with AI. The directives given to workers have been unified and clear. Using it is no longer optional. Yup. As one Microsoft executive put to its managers in June, Google CEO Sundar Pichai, I think it's Pichai. All right, had a similar message for employees in a July all-hands meeting, telling employees that they need to use it for Google to lead the AI race. Earlier this year, Meta overhauled its hiring process by allowing job applicants to use AI in coding interviews. What? Did they do that? It also launched an internal game called Level Up to incentivize AI adoption, and now it's willing to reward workers who use AI to drive meaningful outcomes. As we move towards an AI native future, we want to recognize the people who are helping us get there faster, Gail wrote in the memo. For 2025, we'll reward those who made exceptional AI-driven impact, either in their own work or by improving their team's performance. Meta is also overhauling how workers write performance reviews and feedback by rolling out an AI performance assistant to use in this year's performance review cycle, which begins on December 8th, according to the memo. Gail wrote that employees can use this internal AI assistant MetaMate, as well as Google's Gemini for their performance content. Just have to think real quick. Google and Facebook are not competitors. I just had to process that. Employees have already been using Meta's internal AI bot to help write performance reviews, Business Insider previously reported. Well, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. All right. It is what it is. It is what is this sound? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what that sound was, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Nate can't save you now. Only the AI overlords can save you. So that you got to do it. Bruh. But I love it though. I enjoy it. I enjoy using AI to help me more efficient in all things that I do. Shout out to Meta. Let's go out there and get it. The sky is the limit.
Let's get it.
All right. Let's go and check the chat really quick, and then we will go to our last working segment for tonight, for this afternoon. Let me see. Junior says, imagine being fired for failing an AI test. A robot got you fired. I'm telling you. Bruh. It happens. Resistance is futile. And I mean, I'll tell you, people will fight and fight and fight. Do you remember when the taxis tried to stop? They said, wait, and nope, to Uber and Lyft. And now, you remember that people would say, I'll catch a taxi, right? And then on all those TV shows, when people would be in New York City and they'd put their hand up for a taxi and the taxi just zooms right past them, or they're about to get in and then somebody just jumps in front of them and cuts them off and they're off to the races. But now Uber is a verb. I'm telling you, we're in 2025. Back in 2011-ish, 2012-ish, around that time frame, when I would listen to sports radio, I think it was 610. That's when, believe it or not, Joy Taylor was a morning radio host down here in South Florida before she went to FS1. And she was talking about Uber and how she just wanted Uber to be allowed because they were trying to block Uber like crazy, right? But now Uber is a verb. Just call it Uber or Uber it. No, they don't say Uber. They just call Uber. So Uber is not a verb. It is still just call an Uber. Well, call an Uber. That would be a noun. Call an Uber. Yeah, Uber is a noun, right? Yeah. Just, I don't know. How did it, what's the word? What is the word? Anyways, whatever. But yeah, like you're not going to stop it. You are not going to stop it. Junior says they paid a lot of money for their taxi medallions.
Bruh. Congratulations. You played yourself.
I'm telling you, the whole taxi industry is like, honestly, it is a mafia. It is the mafia. I'm pretty sure the mafia had deep ties to taxis and their medallions, right? Because I used to hear it would be like $500,000 to get a medallion for a taxi. And then Uber came around. You could bring your own car. You don't need to have it painted. You just maybe have an Uber. Like the Uber will give you a little sign to put up in front of it, I think. And now it's opened the door for so many people. And but that's also why when you have these, this really drives me insane, right? Uber made it available for people who couldn't work. I mean, they could work, but like who couldn't pick people up and drop them off and stuff like that. They made an economy for them. And then what do? What do these ungrateful people do? They go and unionize and try to sue and try to get them to be full-time employees. No, you're a contractor. It was the gig economy, and then you try to turn, and now I'm sorry, if I was Uber, I would get out of those states. I'm like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Nope, not doing it. Anyways, that's just me talking. That is just me talking. All right. Let me see. Here says that's cheap. I heard $1 million from a taxi driver. What? Who do they think they're driving? Chelsea Clinton? That was from Rush Hour. But that's crazy. That is crazy. $1 million for a medallion? I heard 500,000 back in the days, but that is crazy. So like, for people in New York, how is that working now? Like, are people still doing taxis, or is it primarily, because I haven't been to New York in, it has to be more than 10 years. I think the last time I've been to New York was in 2013, maybe 2014-ish. But are taxis still very prominent in New York, or are people more ride sharing now? I don't know. Anyways. Let's get to our last working segment, because we do have one more story that we're going to cover before we get out of here today. All right. So last one, let's throw up another 20 minutes on the clock.
It's time to do.
Okay. So we made the bucket public. We made the bucket public, and we are going to, let me see, let's just do analyze again, because we already have the file saved, because everything we're doing now is on the Supabase side. So let's do analyze. And it's still saying that storage exception, message violate. All right, let me see. It says it's public. Reload. So I think it's trying to upload the file. Still new row violates row level security. All right, let me try to record one more time. Testing the recording. We are trying to get this file into S3 so we can get it to Amazon Transcribe. Analyze. We're still getting, okay, so I made, all right, so I'm gonna say I made my bucket public. It commented, all right, just allow your app to upload files without running into authorization. I made it public. With the bucket now. So, I'll try it one more time to see. I think, because yeah, it's just kind of, all right, so testing one more time. Is it going to make it there? Stop, analyze. Yep. So, all right. So we will say, even after making it public, I'm getting this error. All right, let's see. Violates. All right, this is very strange. Making the bucket should have disabled RLS. The fact that you're still seeing row level suggests that something is overriding that setting, or perhaps the change didn't apply correctly in the local environment. Let's try a different approach. Instead of relying on the UI, we can make more permissive storage policy using the direct SQL command. This will explicitly insert upload access to recordings bucket for all users, which should definitely solve. All right, so let's go. I think, all right, let me copy this. And I'm gonna, because I think I need to do it with npx unknown command for Supabase. You try to run this one, see, because this is probably not gonna work. Supabase command not found. Let's see. Okay, so we can do So let's copy this. So, all right, let's try a different way to apply the SQL policy. You can run this SQL query in the Supabase editor. Let's copy this and let's go over to here and we're going to go to SQL editor. We're going to open up a new one, paste that in there. We're going to say run. No rows returned. Okay. Let's try the app again. Let's go over here. Analyze. Oh, snappy news. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We out here. We out here. All right. Let's go. Oh, all right. So now we have error during transcription process, 500 status error, failed to start transcription, reason internal. All right, cool, perfect. So we're making progress. So now we can say, so the, oh, I didn't even show you. All right, but let's take a look at the S3 now, storage. We should have a file in here. There goes the file. Let's go. So basically what I did was I ran it, I recorded something, I did the, we can do it again. So I did analyze and you can see we're going to get the error here, right? So now we're going to say the SQL command worked. However, we are now getting an error at the transcription phase. Let's go ahead and paste that. Like I said, this is all being done systematically, right? One by one, doing, different commands. We've solved the storage and permission issue. Now we have a new error. Failed to start transcription job. The good news is that the Flutter app is now successfully uploading the file and invoking the Supabase. The log invoking with file path recording confirms my original diagnosis. The file path being passed is just the path within the bucket, not the full URL. Now let's look at Supabase function logs. The error is happening inside the speech to text function, and the logs there will tell us why it's failing. Please check the terminal window where your Supabase services are running. You should see more details. All right, let's go to here. Snap. There we go. Region. Oh, region is missing. Okay, so region is missing. That's why. Where do we add the region? So let's copy this whole thing over. So it was actually going to work, but we didn't have the region in there. How did we not have the region in there? It seems to be because we didn't add a region. Let's go for it. Let's see. This means the AWS SDK inside Supabase functions isn't getting the AWS region. I thought it was going to show my thing again. Supabase. Okay. So let's do the region first. Let's do the region first. So I'm going to do inside this terminal, we're going to say npx Supabase secrets AWS region equals US East 1. And we are going to say enter. Oh, what happened? Oh, I forgot the word set. Okay, gotcha. Set secrets. What is? Oh, this. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Let's Control Z that. All right, when I do that command, it is trying to, I forgot how we did it the other day. It's trying to add it. Oh, we have to do it in the .env. All right, let's go to here real quick. I'm gonna go into the .env file. Make sure, because we have AWS region in here. Let's go to, I have it in there. Hold on. That one. That one. Oh. All right, hold on. Let me create. I have to create a new one. New file. B. And we're gonna go to whatever. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Okay, we're gonna say new .env, and so that should be part of the get ignore file. .env. And we're going to, oops. And all right, cool. Let's try that again. All right, so I got my .env file, and I think I thought we added it to the root folder last week, but apparently we didn't. Let's do that. Again. So we look at the logs again. At the logs again. Oops, I did that. So do that again. And it's still all right. So I have all right, okay. So when I do that command, I'm trying to add it to the cloud Supabase, but I'm doing this locally. I have my .env file set with my AWS region in the root, as well as the AWS secrets. Please don't print the secrets in this window. Do that. You're correct. I apologize for the oversight. Supabase secret set is for hosted Supabase, not local. For local Supabase development, the variables from a .env file located in Supabase directory. You mentioned you have a .env file, but Supabase functions you need it and Supabase. Well, okay, I have it in both. All right. Let's check the file exists. It seems I made a mistake and I already displayed your. No, you didn't. I hope not. The supabase.env file exists and appears to be correctly formatted. That the fact that the function is still complaining about missing regions. This can happen if the server was started before the .env file was created. Maybe it started before we opened the application. Edit this. I want to auto. I don't know why I can't edit it. I should be able to edit it, but whatever. I just do it manually. Let's do Control Z, npx supabase stop and npx supabase start. All right, stopping the containers. I don't, and it's like, I think it's going to lose everything that it had at the time because it always wants to. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna keep the context. It's just weird that every time you do a super base stop and start, it has to like download everything over again. Doesn't make any sense to me. Local data are backed up to the Docker. Okay, so it's backed up to the Docker vibe, so that's good. Starting database from backup. I don't know. All right, so now, so it's downloading a newer Postgres image, which is fair to keep it updated. Let me refresh here. Ooh, no. Oh wait. Oh, okay, it's starting now. Bunch of stuff it needs to do. It's a little annoying that every time you start and stop it, it has to go through this whole entire thing again. Delta pull. Rate exceeded. What? Is this how it's gonna end? All right, no, we're good. That would have been a very painful way to end the show. Are you done yet? Oh my god. How much do you have to do? All right, note to self, next time start and stop super base before we start the live stream. Which I will not forget. So I mean I will not I will forget and I will not remember. All right, we are still not good. Okay. Waiting for health checks. All right, we are back in business. Oh, we got a bunch of audio files uploaded too. Or not uploaded, but inside of our server. Probably the same one every time you click on analyze. So we should probably just do some type of checksum to see. So basically we have this over here, right? Should probably do some type of checksum to make sure that it's not the same audio file that's being created, but not a big deal for now. Let's say we go to all right. I restarted the server. Let's try the app again. And now that's restarted, you should have loaded your credentials. Okay. Now let's go back to here and let's do analyze. And we go to, probably not going to see it there. Function serve. Let me try it again. Analyze. It still says the region is missing. I don't know why. Okay. It's still saying that the region. Let's see. I think we're so close. We are, because right now it's trying to send it to transcribe, but it's saying that it cannot find it. See, but look at over here. It says AWS region or use US East 1. I added the fallback to, all right, let's try it again. Please don't tell me I have to restart the server again. You will need to restart your Supabase server. Oh my god. All right, let's do it again. Let's do it again. npx Supabase stop. npx. Maybe Supabase. Maybe because we just redid it, we don't have to do the whole thing over again. Hopefully it's a lot faster this time because everything should be updated. All right. Okay. It looks like we're getting a lot better this time because everything was already updated. Waiting for help. All right, we're back up. And we are going to, I restarted the server and we are going to let's do Control C, start it up again. And we're going to say analyze. Okay, look at that. Resolve credentials object is not valid though. Progress is being made. Resolve credentials is not valid. So basically this thing right here is not being read. That's what's happening. So let me try this. Let's go over into Supabase and we are going to go to edge functions, secrets. So, all right. So managing secrets. Local secrets and environment variables can be loaded in either of the following ways. Through the .env file placed in Supabase functions.env, which is automatically loaded into Supabase start, through a --env file option for Supabase function serve, for example. Okay, so I think I see what is happening. If we were to go to Supabase functions .env, see, it's not in here, so it's just inside the Supabase folder. So let's go and move this inside of the functions folder. All right, and we are
Lunch break.
no, we're not done yet. Hold on, let's try it again. Let me stop Supabase. And let's start it over again, right? Because if we can get that to load, we should be able to, I have no idea what these things are. We should be able to see it work. Waiting for the health checks. All right, we go over here and we're going to do one more analysis. And if we go to this one, we're getting a better error now. We are getting a better error message now. It says incomplete, must have exactly 5 slashes delimited. Okay, you're showing the things in the logs. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be key ID, date, region, service. Incomplete signature exception. All right, well, we will say that I'm going to delete the credentials anyways after this because kind of weird what it's saying, but let's copy this. We can do one more thing before we get out of here. Say, all right, the problem was that the Supabase.env file wasn't in the functions folder. The reason that I write what the fix was is because I am contributing to AI learning better. So whenever I come across an issue, is I'll say what, and I fix it myself. I'll tell it what I fixed so that it can help me in the future. The problem was that Supabase env wasn't in the functions folder. After moving it in there and restarting Supabase, now we are getting this error. And now we're at the brink. We're at the brink of getting it to, to transcribe, which is what we really want. All right, let me see what it says. It says, okay, that's faster cache. It is a subtle but critical detail. I'm glad you figured that out. Now we have a very different, more specific error, incomplete signature exception. This is coming directly from AWS. The error message telling us that AWS access key ID is using is malformed. It contains a slash character, which is breaking the signature format. Looking back at the .env, I saw the earlier AWS access key was this, which seems to be AWS access key ID were swapped in your env file. An AWS access key looks like this. It never contains slashes. Okay, maybe I did do that backwards. The AWS access key, okay. To fix this, you need to swap it. Of course you move, okay. Did you swap it? I can swap it myself. I confirmed the content as expected. I corrected the swapped file. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. Let's restart the server. And then we will let's swap it, and then we will try it one more time. Let's get it up and running, and we will do this, and we will do analyze. All right, this time we got a different error. We got a bad request. The URI the URI you provided doesn't point to an S3 object. All right, I'm gonna drop this in there, but then we're gonna wrap it up with this. But we are right there. So we have our file going into the S3 of Supabase. I think the issue now is we need to upload that file in our Supabase S3 to an S3, AWS S3, so that Transcribe can be able to see it. I think that's what's happening, but just for the sake of it, we're going to find out what it is so we can know next Sunday what we need to do to get it to work. All right. So I'm going to say we are getting a different and better error now. Here is the error. And we'll just see what the issue is, and then we will leave it at that to try it next week. All right. It says, you're right, this is a much better error. It tells us that we've successfully authenticated with AWS, but the file path we're providing to Transcribe is invalid. This brings us back to full circle to my original diagnosis, which we can now finally address. The URI you provided doesn't point to an S3 object. It happens because the speech-to-text function is creating an incorrect S3 URI. The file path it receives is that, but Amazon Transcribe has no access to your local Supabase. For Transcribe to work, the audio file must be in a S3 bucket that Transcribe has permissions to access. The current code is trying to point Transcribe to the local path, which would never work. The correct workflow is Flutter app uploads the audio to a public Supabase storage bucket. The app gets the public the URL to the uploaded file. The app passes the public URL to the speech to text function. The speech to text function downloads the file from the public URL. Instead of having it go to a Supabase bucket, I'm gonna see if we can have it just go straight to a S3 bucket. That way we don't need to have a separate Supabase hosted thing. And I think it'll be faster and easier for Amazon Transcribe to get it from an Amazon S3 bucket. So that is our goal for next week. We're going to see if we can configure it to use Amazon AWS S3 bucket instead of having to create another Supabase bucket. All right. But that is our actual work for today. But we do have one more story. Let me see if there's anything in the chat before we get to that one more story. A lot more story. Where's my mouse? All right, there we go. Cool. All right. Last story for the day. The last story for today. It's a bit disheartening. It is a bit disheartening. But 81 years old and can't retire, working part-time at 81, making $18 per hour. So this came across on Yahoo as well. Let me go and switch to that article. So let's get into this. Because It's dire out there. It is dire out there. So it says, where are we? Where is this thing? Go away. Where's the title of this article? I don't know what happened to it. All right, let's start over here. So this as told to essay is based on a conversation with Kathy Curtis, 81, who works part-time in customer service and data entry for a local water company. Curtis, who lives in rural Northern California, I mean, that's probably why he's still working, because it's California, it's expensive, said the extra income is necessary for making ends meet each month. This interview has been edited for length and clarity. So we're not going to read the whole entire thing, but maybe we'll read the first few paragraphs. But this is a preview of our future. People depending on, I mean, Social Security. People have been talking about Social Security for a very, very long time on how it's going to run out, but people keep saying, nope, 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 nope. Let's see what happens. It says, I don't imagine that you can call what I've done a career because I've done so many things just to survive. When I graduated from high school, women couldn't do everything I wanted to do, so I never became anything. My mindset was more that I'd take what I could get. I should have gone to college, but I didn't, because in those days you were expected to be either a teacher or a nurse. So 81 years old, let's say she graduated, let's say about 60 years ago. We are in 2025. So 20 years ago would have been 2005. 40 years ago would have been 1985. So 6 years ago would have been 1960. So she graduated, okay, you said 1965, it was pretty tough back then. Says, I started working at a department store at the age of 15. I worked at banks for a while, then moved from position to position based on what was available. My first husband and I had 2 children. When I married the second time, we were married for 7 years. That took the financial burden off for those 7 years, but immediately after my separation, I was working 4 jobs at a time, 7 days a week, just to keep going because I didn't have help. I don't know the reason behind both separations and divorces, but the underlying theme is when you do separate or divorce, you become an army of 1 as opposed to a team of 2. So when you have that quote unquote financial burden during your first marriage with 2 children, and your second marriage, it's going to cost you less. Some people will say, why do I need to be with someone if I have to pay 50%? Well, probably because you're paying 100% by yourself. I don't know.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
All right, so I'm still working to keep going at 81. Working because you have to at 80. Oh, that is rough. That is rough. This Business Insider's 80 over 80 series draws on interviews with the growing group of Americans working past their 80th birthday. They discuss their careers, retirement planning, living expenses, healthcare, and life lessons. I'll tell you this too. Many people, and nothing to this person in particular because I don't know them, but many people, if they at any age of their life, right? If they look back at certain milestones, they can see what decisions that they made that led them to wherever that they're at right now, right? They discuss their career. All right, so we read that. It says, let me see. Is that it? It says, all right, so I've been a traffic person for a cable company. I've prepped houses for painters. If there was something to be done, I could earn more doing it. I never hesitated. I've always felt that if I don't know how to do something, I can learn it. And I've been fortunate in achieving success in the things I've chosen to learn. So here's another question, right? If back in graduating in like 1965, like what they said that you should do is be a teacher or a nurse, why not be a teacher or a nurse if that's, because I think nursing is probably something that doesn't go away. And it's like nurses will always be needed until we have the Tesla humanoid nurses, right? But I'm just, and here's another thing, right? Let's say 20 in 1965 at 20, right? There's not many options. Are there more options in 1985 than at 1965 when you're 40 that you can like start to learn and work, or do you just take these whatever job is given to you for your entire life? Are you the decision that you made at 20 in 1965, does that live with you forever? Or maybe, well, now that things are changing, things are modernizing, can I learn something different that I can do, that can I actually get a career at that point? Or do we just take these warehouse jobs, these traffic person jobs for our entire lives? Being a greeter of whatever it is that she does at 81. Do you do that for 60 years? Is that all right? Is that an unfair question? Is that let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. Is that an unfair question? What you decided to do at 20 years old, do you have to do that at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old? Or can you grow? Can you evolve? Can you learn a trade? Whether you're a man or a woman, are you stuck with what you decide to do at 20 years old forever? Right? I've worked in the office of a furniture store for over 10 years. Do you have to work in the office of a furniture store for over 10 years? Right? Ending as the salaried customer service manager at $18 per hour in 2008. I left her thinking I would move to Texas. Then there was the real estate crash. Buyers lost their jobs, fell out of escrow, and the rest is history. I went back to work part-time until my cancer diagnosis in 2009. That sucks. That sucks to hear. Is that everything? Oh, oh my God, it gets worse. I had breast cancer treatment in 2010, and 3 years after that, I had a Jesus Christ. I next had a hip replacement, and I also had blood clots in both lungs and in one. Oh my goodness, this is out of this world. It says I was out of commission for a while between 2011 and 2013. I searched for a job, but I was unable to find one. 2011 to 2013, that's when companies started hiring again. But that is also, I would say, when the tech revolution took off. So a lot of software engineers started to get hired. A lot of, QA people, DevOps started to take off. The Amazon AWS started to take off. But she went through a lot of heartache at that time. That doesn't negate. See, remember I was talking about in the beginning of the show, right? You pouring alcohol on a cut, it's to heal, but it might burn. In 2009, 2010, 2011, 2013, that was like, we're in 2025, about 15-ish years ago. 81 was about 65. So the 40 years in between, decisions could have been made to maybe not be able, maybe all the sickness was inevitable, but for career-wise and work-wise and family-wise, relationship-wise, better decisions might have been made, right? Because my health is pretty average now. I get out of breath and tired easily. I don't usually get sick or get the flu. If I do, I just power through because that's what we used to do in the olden days or the golden days. I now work for a local water company in the office. I've been here for 10 years. I started after a large wildfire, which resulted in the loss of a substantial number of homes in the area. I work Fridays and fill in whenever anybody wants to take off. It's a customer service and data entry job, and it involves some problem solving. I started making minimum wage, which is in California, $16.50 per hour. I recently got a raise to $18. Oof. We're a small community, so it's a very neat job because it gets me in touch with people. If I didn't have the job, I would probably be more of a homebody and not do much. It's also a social event to go to work. I'll tell you, alone at 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, you're looking for a social club. Now work because you need the money and you need the social interaction becomes a social club. I'm lucky that I was raised by my grandmother. I've learned a whole lot about my life from her. I've never made a lot of money, but I've also never looked, acted, or felt like a poverty case either. Even though a great deal of time I just stayed barely above poverty. BAP. BAP, barely above poverty. My social security is $1,186 a month, and my work brings me to an additional $200 every oh my God, $400 a month? My social security benefits covers my house, insurance, and utilities, and my job provides for my food. I can also cover my day-to-day expenses, including groceries and dog food. All right. I know people love their dogs and their cats and stuff like that, but I would not be buying dog food. Sorry. We're not doing that. I feel like I've managed to survive pretty well. I hate survival. I hate having to find a way to survive. I want to thrive. That's why I built thrive.dev that helps you set goals and all that good stuff, right? My insurance costs me around $2,700 a year because I live in a fire zone. My car insurance is another $80 a month. My water bill runs me about $155 every 2 months. I manage to keep my gas bill under $70 each month, and my heating is pretty much firewood. I don't look at work as a chore. I'm going to work until I can't or until the company no longer needs me. I just don't see myself not working at this point. Oh, you might not have a choice. I'm content with the amount of work I do and the earnings I receive. I live in a poor county. I would have to commute at least an hour on a mountain road to do any better than what I'm doing. The stress and expenses of the commute wouldn't be worth it. Whew. My goodness. I got my adult grandson here with me, and he's a big help. When my first grandson was a year old, I took him in and raised him. My daughter and my other 2 grandchildren moved in after I moved out of a big house into a smaller one. My granddaughter started kindergarten here and graduated high school, and now she's out on her own. I've always had somebody else I've taken care of. All right, this is getting too depressing for me. I can't read this whole thing. This is way too depressing for me. I cannot. But I do honestly. I mean, at this point, so here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. We can look back at. We can use other people's lives to see, okay, how do we want to shape our lives? But there's not much that we can offer to an 80-year-old person that's gonna make much of a difference. But we can learn. We can learn. And I think at 20, at 30, at 40, at 50, even at 60, we have to think of the decisions that we're making and adjust and adapt. All right? That's how I see it. But that is it. That is it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm gonna check the chat and then I'm gonna get us up and out of here. Let's see what we got. We are over here. Okay, so here says that's a real slave unless they want to be working. I want the option. I mean, knowing me, I just like to work. Even on the days that I don't have work, I'm still working because I believe that we don't take days off. We might take hours off, go do something, but days, no. But it's my choice. I don't want to be forced into it. All right. So we got to plan our investments, our 401ks, our cryptos, no gambling, say no to gambling. All right. Say no to gambling. We need to plan what we learn, our entrepreneurship, our working for companies. Maybe we can be a corporate millionaire. Who knows what, right? But we need to make the right decisions. Okay. We have to get our spending in order, our savings in order, all that good stuff. We need to make better decisions financially, health-wise, relationship-wise, family-wise, all that good stuff, all right? Junior says, just maybe, she is the problem. The definition of when feminism goes wrong. You know what, Junior? No, I am not. I am not going to let you go get away with that, right?
How dare you?
How I wish I had my other one ready. How dare you, Junior? How dare you? She's still struggling, but she said she's been fortunate in being successful in anything she does. How, Sway? How, Sway? Look, I'll tell you this, Junior. Everyone has their definition of success. So what you might see as unsuccessful, they might see them as being absolutely victorious. All right, it happens. All right. She says she's just trying to paint a nice picture in the interview. That's how that her life clearly isn't painting. Somebody is lying.
Ain't believing us.
Nope. Let's see. She says that doesn't negate her bad decision. It doesn't. But what can you at 80? What can you do, right? It says get rid of them. Look, if I am living off of $1,600 a month, there is no way on God's green earth that I am going to have any animals. Just let me be. Give me my internet, and that's it. Give me a place to live and my internet, and we're good to go. All right. She says you're right. She doesn't have a choice. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. All right. But that's everything. That is it. All right. Cool. On our way out. Remember, tomorrow we have Canon Conversations. Gonna go get everything situated after this. Canon Conversations. We're going to be live on Tuesday night. Check out resumeflow.app, upload your resume, get some instant feedback, make the necessary adjustments, get your interviews now. Thrive.techwithdrive.dev. I'm sending out more invites this week to use the portal, the platform, all of that good stuff. And we had an amazing vibe code and chill session yesterday. It's going to be available during the week, so go check it out. We actually created a song for my dear friend, the beloved Rod Brown, where we are hoping and praying that he is going to play it on his Wednesday night live stream. But if you want to see how the sausage was made for the song, go check out the Vibe Code and Chill and join us. We have an amazing time every other Saturday. All right, techwithdrive.dev. So that's resumeflow.app, that's thrive.techwithdrive.dev, and that's techwithdrive.dev to sign up and join all of the festivities. But until then, Junior says great show as a thank you so much, Junior.
I appreciate you.
But until then, Tech with Ralph, we are out.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Y'all thought the game was over. Y'all thought the game was over. We don't kneel the ball, man. We run the score up. Max pressure, let's go. Let's go.
They was on the sideline, chatting on the timeline. Said I never break through, said I hit my decline. Said I didn't have a heart, said I didn't have a mind. Man, I'm about to lap them, leave them all behind. I saw them laughing, I saw them pointing. Now their faces twisted, looking disappointed. I don't feel no pity, I don't feel no care. I just feel the mission, I'm a grizzly bear. I'm a different monster, I'm a new machine. Fuel all the doubt, keep the engine clean. Every time I see them, every time they look, it's an extra rep. It's another hook, it's another jab, it's another play. Till they understand, we don't come to play, we just come to win. We just come to dominate. You can see the future, we the ones that nominated for the whole thing. We want all the smoke, we want all the rings. This is not a joke, we apply the pressure to the pipes burst. We was in the back, now we coming first. We gon' run it up, we gon' make them hurt. Max pressure, run the score up, no mercy. Tear the floor up.
See a hater, we go harder. 1 second on the clock, we just started.
Max pressure, run the score up, no pity. Tear the floor up.
They don't like it, tell them so what? We applying pressure till they all fold up.
1 second on the clock and we up by 40. I'ma call the play, I'ma tell them go for it. This ain't for the sport, this ain't for the statement. Show 'em we the ones that's running the pavement. We don't want a piece, man, we want the whole pie. We want the touchdown when the game should die. We want the home run when we up by 10. We gon' swing the bat again and again. Crush the competition till there's nothing left. We don't care about who we have bereft. This a hustle takeover, this a full court press. Put them on the stretcher, leave a bigger mess. They gon' wear the white flag, we gon' run right through it. They ask me why I do it, cause you said I couldn't do it. Now I'm on the gas and I cut the brakes. I will not be stopped, whatever it takes. We want all the wins, we want all the glory. We the only ones that's gon' write the story. We want it all, we ain't about to share. Maximum pressure, we don't fight fair. We don't fight fair, we don't fight fair, we don't fight fair. Max pressure, run the score up, no mercy. Tear the floor
team, running this track, blowing off all the steam. You're looking tired, I ain't even break a sweat. This is max pressure, is it in your head? Yeah. Ha. I don't see no competition, I just see the prey. I'ma eat them all up, call it a buffet. You can see I'm shaking, you can see I'm scared, cause they know my drive, they know I'm prepared. This ain't for the weak, this ain't for the soft. I'm the one who's blasting off like a rocket launch. Hitters on the ground, looking like ants, while I'm in the end zone doing my dance. Watch me run a score up, it's the only way to play. Put them in the dirt, get them out the way. No pity, no remorse, no second thought. This is for the win that I went and bought, with the blood, with the sweat, with the time I spent. Now you looking stupid for the day you in and land. I'm the final boss on the last touchdown. I'm the home run swing when the game's downtown. 1 second left, I'ma take the shot, cause I'd rather die than give up what I got.
Put it up, put it up, put it up. Game over. Y'all thought we was gonna stop. We ain't never stopping.
Max pressure, forever, forever. Max pressure, forever. Max pressure.
Yeah. Shut up. Finally hit that checkpoint. They said it couldn't be done, but they ain't on this road. Windows down. Bass all the way up. Just ride.
All this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror. Yeah. They don't know the hours that I had to put in, all the door they shut that I had to kick in, all the nights I missed, all the sleep I lost. They just see the shine, they don't know the cost. Remember nights I was praying for a breakthrough, staring at the ceiling, wondering what I'm gon' do. Man, the burnout's real, that'll push right through it. Had a vision in my head, I just had to stick to it. All the talk was cheap, man, that noise was loud. Had to block them out, separate from the crowd. They was throwing dirt, trying to cloud the name, while I was in the lab, building out the frame. Every line of code, every hour on the stream was a brick I laid for the whole damn dream. This ain't happened overnight, this was slow cooked. Every L I took was a lesson in the textbook. Now I'm on the highway, cruise set at 80, feeling like the man, yeah, I'm feeling like maybe I was built for this, maybe it's my time. This milestone's a checkpoint, not the finish line. The bass from the 808 shaking the whip. Took a deep breath, man, I'm enjoying the trip. This is just a preview of the movie, not the end. Time to hit the gas and do it all again. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's that next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror. So I'm rolling solo, just me and my thoughts, plotting on the next move, connecting the dots. This milestone is sweet, yeah, I'ma let it soak in. But the blueprint for the this one is already spoken into existence, man, the vision's panoramic. They was sleeping on a kid, now they in a panic, trying to jump on board, trying to ride the wave. The same ones who doubted, the same ones who caved. I just tip the hat, I don't hold a grudge. From where I'm sitting, man, I'm way too far above all the petty drama, all the he said, she said. I'm just focused on the profit, focused on the bread. Optimistic for the future, cause I built the past. Got the foundation solid, know this thing will last. This that tech coach vision, this that pioneer flow. Planted all the seeds, now I'm about to watch it grow to a whole new level, to a different height. I ain't even worried, man, the future's looking bright. It's that round midnight vibe, feeling so alive. Some folks just survive, man, I'm learning how to thrive. So I let the beat rock, fast and heavy bass, while my mind is slow, steady, winning the race. Got the plan laid out for the next 5 years. Cheers to the hustle, man, and cheers to the tear. Oh, this that open road, cruise control, milestone pass. Now we aiming for the next goal. Let the bass ride, leave the hate behind. All that negativity, I just pay it no mind. It's the next phase feeling, yeah, the vision's clear. All the doubt they had is fading in the rearview mirror.
And I won't let them break me, no matter what they send my way. This highway's open, and I'm focused, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm on my way.
like that. Let the beat ride. That negativity can't even catch up, man. We on a different frequency. Phase 1, complete. Phase 2, loading.